Hello, I'm here today with Kai Logan, Bradley's Marketing Director. And Kai, I understand you've recently been with Rightmove and having a very good look at the figures for the first 6 months of the year. And what are they, what sort of findings are you coming up with?
Well, essentially, Richard, they are saying the market is changing. It's slowing somewhat, property's taking longer to sell, buyers need to be attracted and incentivised to go out there and buy a property. And where sellers are being aggressive with their pricing, and by aggressive I mean being really attractive to a buyer, they're finding them. But there's not enough sellers actually doing that. So it's actually taking a lot longer to sell a property, added to the fact there's less property coming to the market as well. So we're in a very stale and slowing marketplace at the moment, which is actually leading to prices falling.
So what advice would you give somebody that, has seen a price fall, they've seen a house that they're really attracted to, they go back and they now want to sell their property? What advice would you give them?
Essentially, I tell them they've got to be really accurate with their pricing. It's not a conducive market to testing the price at a higher amount. If you can just sell it now, it might be a little bit less than what you're looking for, but actually if you can buy the next property cheaper again, it will make up that difference. So I would just say really be accurate with your pricing, listen to the estate agent, certainly see what evidence there is to suggest their pricing is correct, and if they've got that, then go with it.
And interesting, what were Rightmove saying? Anything interesting from that meeting?
Well, it's certainly seeming that the southeast and London is finding it a lot harder. We're not as quite as struggling for activity in the southwest, but what's really interesting is that there's 15% of our web traffic is actually coming from London and the southeast. So that there's certainly a demand for people getting out of the southeast and moving to the southwest, which is really interesting.
So one area of the market that I focus on is the top end of the market, and what we've noticed is something very similar, that we can have 2 or 3 properties on the market, 1 or 2 of them have been on for long periods of time. We adjust the price, and in sales that we've had recently, we've ended up reducing the price but actually getting the original price from 2 buyers, seeing it at a lower price, and the competition took it back up. So it is very much about using this wonderful access we have to the World Wide Web to get your property sold, but don't push the price effectively.
Absolutely, yeah. Are you doing anything in particular in the market?
We are. We went to the London Home Buyer Show earlier in the year in April, and that was so successful. We're going to take all of our properties, particularly our high-end and our investment properties, back to London. We had a huge demand, huge interest in our stand. The London market is set probably to fall a bit further, and we have a much more stable marketplace in the southwest, and buyers and investors certainly, and people looking for holiday homes, investments, second homes, and a family move as well. We're all taking a lot of interest in the stand. So we're going to take our videos, our TV screens, and all our properties up again, and we're looking forward to that.
Superb. So essentially what we're saying is, if you're looking to sell, be bullish with your price, make sure it's attractive and get it sold sooner rather than later. If you're buying, remember the interest rates are really low at the moment, so it's a good time to buy and you can negotiate. And finally, if you are selling in the next few months, then to contact Bradley's, and we'll make sure we take you to London. Is that right?
Brilliant, absolutely right. So I hope that's been of interest to you, and thank you, Kai, for that information, and we'll update you later on in the year.